What is going on, everyone out there in our Cats Chat Live world? We're so excited to be back live with you for yet the next episode here. Apologies for last week where we were having technical difficulties. It looks like we're all good right now, so we are so thankful for that. We miss you guys. We missed you guys and missed you, Mark, as always, too. But, we've got some news that are being breaking, if you want to say that, or happening now here recently. So we're excited to kind of get into some of those. We're supposed to have a guest. Obviously, if you've seen the title, you've seen the guest. But apparently, we're having some difficulties with that. So hopefully, he'll jump on here shortly with us. We'll see, and we can bring him on here. But before we go get in here, Mark, I've got two things I need to do. I need to put on my headset. Forgot to do that, too. And ask you, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fairly well, man. It's been a week. It's been an interesting week. By the way, happy birthday. Last Wednesday was your birthday, so happy birthday to you. But
happy birthday to you. Sunday was yours.
Thank you. Sunday was mine, and once again, I appreciate you coming out. I actually preached my first sermon ever on Sunday, so that was different. I had never done that, so that was interesting. But this week's just been busy, and just after tonight, I don't have another evening off for a long time. I got track meet tomorrow night, DJ Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's just going to be a crazy weekend. How have you been, Michael?
Oh, there we go. I was going to say, it said connected for like 10 seconds, and then now it just clicked in when you said Michael. So, thank you, like you said, for my birthday. I do appreciate it. It was a good one. Turned the big 4-0, so that was kind of hard to do. So now I'm at the peak of my life, and we will be going down the mountain from now on.
It's all downhill from here, Michael. It's just
exactly.
People at church were giving me a hard time. They was like, "Oh man, 4 more years and it's over." Because I'm 46, and they were talking about when I hit 50.
Ooh, yes. So you did a wonderful job. Glad I got to be there. It was nice to be there to listen to you for your first time. It was a terrible job though, but you were very prepared. I'm thankful for that, so that's good. Hey Johnny, of course, how are we doing today? No, Mark, you really weren't. It was terrible. I was making up. I'll see you at the special needs prom event on Saturday. Is that this Saturday?
Yes, sir. I'll be DJing that Saturday evening. Hunter actually has his own gig Saturday as well. He's going to be DJing a little father-daughter dance. So.
Oh, where at? Ross Point?
Ross Point. He's going to do that one.
I will see him because I've got two daughters.
I was already booked. He's in college. He needs the money. So.
One wants to go with me. The other one has to go with me. So, that's how that goes. But, you say it's been a busy week, and we've not even said anything about Kentucky sports yet. But this last Saturday, our Little League started for softball and baseball. And so my daughter had 2 games, and my son had one later on. So we were there from 10 a.m. till, I want to say, 6:30 p.m. So I'm still sunburnt, as you can tell. Because
that's a long day.
Yes, and our Little League basketball is also started up. So Monday, Katie, all 3 of them had their first basketball game. Well, second, Micah's first because he's been hurt. And then Katie had a softball game later that evening. So, we're all over the town, all over the county right now. But
I got a fun one for you. This happened to me today. So I'm tutoring, and April just got back from a field trip with the 8th graders. They were gone all night. And so she was like, Macy has cheerleading tryouts. And I was like, okay, I'll run home and get her and take her to cheerleading tryouts. So I run home and get her as soon as I'm done tutoring. Like, I'm at the house for literally a minute. She gets in the car, heading to cheerleading tryouts. So we go to the gym at the high school. No cheerleading tryouts. We go to the gym at the elementary. It was like little guy tryouts. So I'm like, Macy, what's going on? Well, come to find out, this was a parent meeting, and they sent the absolute worst parent they possibly could have to take part in this, to all the information about cheerleading. I'm really hoping she changes her mind. I'd much rather see her play basketball, be like these UK ladies. Four of
Hey,
them went in the draft this year for the WNBA. That was huge. Coach Brooks
not
doing big
one,
things.
not two, not three, but four. And the most, I want to say second most of any college team this year. And then that's the most that we've ever had. We only had 2 in 4 years to go in the same year. So yeah, awesome job. More records being broken, as we've seen that being kind of the whole promo, I guess you would say, for this season, breaking the records that he did last year, continue to break those. So we're excited to see that. Yeah. So I want to say, I'm not even going to try to say what round everyone went, but it's like a 20, 30s, and I think Obi went last at 44. So awesome seeing those girls go to the draft. And of course,
I'm excited for them. And of course, the transfer portal is just popping.
Yes, as we already got a comment here coming from, I'm sure Brad, but zoom in a boom boom.
The sad part is I'm old enough to know what song that is. So
I do with the zoom.
That would be Rump Shaker by Rex in Effect. So
of course
I'm gonna be honest. I'm happy about Zoom Diallo. That's a great sign.
I am too,
good point guard.
I am too, actually.
Especially after the negativity over the Rob Wright deal.
Yes, and I'm glad you said that, because I've got a poll, actually. Apparently we can do this now. So please, guys, go over here. How do you think Pope's all season is going so far? Just heating up, or swing and a miss? Which, we kind of understand that part of it. But yeah, I'm so mixed on emotions with this. Yes, Johnny's back on Twitter. Thank you, sir. We're glad to have you back on that. But what I'm torn between on this is I really want to know the inside story of what went down, because
what happened? Because when he was coming, everybody was like, "This is basically a done deal." That's what it felt like from all aspects of any media anywhere they were putting out there. It's just kind of coming in to finish the fine details, and I want to know what happened.
And then there was conversations going on. Well, he has to at least get 2 of the 3. And it was Freeman, Stokes, and of course Wright. And it's like, okay, so obviously we want Stokes. That's the number 1 guy. So are we kind of moving away from this with Wright or whatnot? But let's see here. Thanks, Brad. 22 Key. Morgan went at 32. Hassett went 35, and Obi at 44. That's the women's draft. Awesome for them on that. And I'm going to be honest. I like to look into things. My wife says I look into things too much most of the time, and she calls me Rain Man the way I think sometimes on things, and sometimes you're usually right. Like I can watch a movie and have it pretty much figured out in the first 10 minutes and don't have to watch the whole thing, and she hates watching movies with me. But anyways, so let's just break this down. Let's go backtrack just a little bit. So we hire a coach from BYU. Of course, Mark Pope is that. And now years later, BYU is good. They've got the number 1 prospect coming up who lives in the area. So he signed with them because NIL makes everything go on. So now Chandler, who is signed with BYU now. And now we have Wright, who was coming to Kentucky and now just re-signed, whatever you want to say, came back, took his name out of the portal, transfer portal, and is with BYU.
If you got a point guard like Wright and then you got a shooter like Colin Chandler, they're going to complement each other fairly well.
That's going to be nice. It really is. But here's what I want to know, because people are saying, swing and a miss, whatnot, or, what is Pope doing? Don't take them to, what was the restaurant that they said they took them to? I can't remember, because it's the last 2 that's went to the restaurant.
Ruby's?
Was it
Jeff Ruby's Steakhouse?
So. It wasn't Drake's or Ruby's. I don't think so, but it was a different one I hadn't heard of. But anyways, so people are saying, what did Pope say in these meetings to lose these guys? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And I want to know what if we flipped the script a little bit? What if Pope knows that BYU is a little bit, tender, upset, bitter, we'll say, that he left BYU. And so we have heard, well, I've heard anyways, that Chandler's deal was actually last year. He turned down going back to BYU last year. And so apparently they pushed for him again this year, and rumors, no sources, rumors, we'll just say that, said that he didn't want to really leave Kentucky this year, but BYU was wanting to present some things to him. And apparently Chandler threw out a ridiculous number thinking BYU would not match it or say yes to it. But apparently BYU said yes. And so that put Chandler in a spot where he had to say, Pope, I'm sorry, but this is what they're saying they're going to pay me. And my wife is wanting to go back home. And Pope wouldn't match it. So, but what if, with the right thing too as well, Pope knew that he was wanting to go to BYU, but he said, hey, Mr. Wright, you got an official visit that you can come to Kentucky. We can show you around. Got to talking with him, said, I know that you want to go back to BYU, but let me just make you a little bit of an offer to see what you can think on this. And then probably BYU a counter and make them spend a little bit of money to keep you now instead of what they were going to. And maybe he's just trying to play a mind game with BYU. That's what I'm going to say because that's what I hope for.
Well, you have a lot more inside information than I have. So, well, I mean, what's going on, Kaylin Jeffries? Good to have you in here.
Yes, appreciate you jumping on here with us. So, also, Mark, I had a girl at Michigan Betters. All she says, well, they did win, so that works. I had a girl at the Tri-City Little League say to me, your brother made me follow you all or subscribe to you guys on YouTube. I said, oh, okay, awesome. But let's see here. Brad saying something about the BYU. It was an attempt to bump money, was leaving BYU to begin with. Okay, so what's up, Caleb?
Yeah, speaking of which, while I got Caleb and Johnny both on here, I have put in your order for your wallets. So Mr. Bowen is working on those. So
awesome. That's cool, guys. We appreciate that. When you all get them, please put it on Facebook, a picture of it, and also X, if you're on X. Johnny, we know you're going to take care of that, and tag us in it. We'd love to see that.
Also, and guys, while we're thinking about it too, we got to mention once again we're on 105.1 WTUK. We thank them for having us on. We greatly appreciate it, and we're building our sponsorship there. Thank you to our OG sponsor, Golden Flame Hot Wings up in Lexington. You guys are amazing. And we appreciate you sticking around for another year. So we're going to end up having to have commercials and all that on here because they're going to push it pretty hard. So I'm kind of excited about the whole format, but
I am too. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Sadly, we're going to have to get a little more prepared and organized because we got to do basically, in that hour frame with commercials, we got to kind of have a timer or something guiding us here. We might have to get a producer here to help us out. Hey, like Michael, shut up. And, you got to laying the plan and go to a commercial here. But so yeah, we of course we appreciate WTUK. And if you guys are anyone interested in sponsoring, they are pushing out ads now to where you can sponsor the show. You'll be aired with our show and also every day with KSR in the morning on WTUK as well. So some opportunities to get your business out, get whatever you have a brand out there as well. We'd appreciate it.
Now, Kaylin's asking what sports we're talking about. We actually talk a little bit of all sports. That's pretty much what we do. You know what I mean? We've been talking. We're congratulating the women that got drafted. Now we're talking a little bit about this draft portal that's just all over the place. And the thing I've learned with the draft portal, you just got to be patient. I mean, that's all there is to it. So, Jimmy, you're not late. Honestly, Jacob's not been able to join us yet. We're hoping he pops on sometime in the middle of the show. I mean, I honestly constantly see just Twitter feed from him sending stuff constantly. Like I bet he's not had much sleep during this whole thing, just spitting out portal stuff. But
it honestly, I put on the notification of Jacobs and someone else on Twitter. So anytime they post anything, I got it. And man, like, of course he's with KSR. So a lot of times he's got the articles that are going in with, hey, check this out. And then, click here, subscribe to get to the article, whatnot. But still, like, to even think how many articles he's pushing out of what's going on, like, it's a grind. One person I'm following right now has said, I haven't, or something about wanting to take a nap and can't even take a nap because it's so active. And they put out a comment.
It's probably the lady that does all the women's portal. I saw her talking about that. So
it is. And she was like, how do coaches even handle this? Like, we need some type of course, I always say 30 for 30, but we need some type of documentative, whatever you want to call it, where we go behind the scenes to see how the portal really works. What these coaches go through and the travel and the whole 9 yards on that. Because, hold up. I'm sorry, reading this comment. Let's see here. I'm still playing with my contact to get Derek Anderson. He said he's working on it for me. I message him once a week, checking. Dude, that would be amazing.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. You stopped me mid-sentence trying to read, and I'm horrible at reading. I just seen Derek Anderson's name, contact. Oh, let me go there. But, of course, Stokes, we know that he showed up this week. It wasn't an official visit, so he had to do everything
looked pretty
himself.
comfortable in Rupp Arena, though.
He did.
I mean, that's got to feel good. You coming into, like, you get to go in there and shoot around. They've got all the highlights playing in the background. And
it was unofficial. So he paid for his flight. He paid for wherever room he probably stayed in, because we can't technically do that because he's already had an official one. We can't pick him up in a special car because people are talking about, hey, he got picked up in a Kia. That was his rental or his Uber. Everything he did to come here was him. So that has to show some more, spunk
and
for
Caleb,
that too.
He mentions getting Zoom. He kind of thinks that we're going to get Stokes with him. I think that would be a good combination.
Hey,
we got other people. You got other people coming in this week to visit. I'm pretty sure Wilkins has a visit maybe today, or was it next Wednesday? I can't remember. He's got a visit sometime.
I think Wednesday and Thursday, or Thursday and Friday. Somebody's here for 2 days right now. It's hard to keep up.
And then there was someone else too. Yeah, well, it's like a revolving door, man. It's just like, the pastor standing at the back of the church to shake hands with people. Yep, see you later. See you.
Yep.
And you don't know who's coming or going. That's why I appreciate these guys on X and all these different things that can keep it straight, because I know I couldn't. There's no way.
Yeah, guys, if you don't care, get into that poll there. Do you think Pope is doing good now? Is it heating up, or if you think everything's a swing and a miss? I hate that we missed on out on a wide receiver 3, but I like the addition of Zoom. That's definitely not.
He's talking about right.
The third.
Right, the third.
As that came out my mouth, I thought,
when you said wide receiver 3, I was like, what?
I was thinking fantasy football there for a second. People got to stop acting like fools over this stuff. I mean, I actually finally put out a tweet that said, I think no one really knows what's going on social media, so I'm just going to wait until it's an official post.
That's what. Hey, speaking of which, so glad Trent's coming back for another year, man. Going to ride.
Hey, of course.
Yes. I was really happy to hear that. It's funny because me and his dad share the same birthday, because I was messaging him on his birthday. He's always going to be 10 years older than me. I always aggravate him by being a decade older than me. So, I was just telling him I was happy to see that Trent's coming back, man. It's means I'm just happy for him,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, of course. Coming back as a junior, like, he is going to be a leader for this team. He may not get most minutes or anything like that, but he's going to be that leader. Icon, I said this earlier, I really think it was a play with both of them to get more money out of BYU. And who is sponsoring or who is funding the NIL for BMW? Wow. BYU. I don't know where I just went there.
They said they have a billionaire that's the main donor.
Okay. I want to know who that is. It's got to be Tom Cruise.
Alex Wilkins. Yeah, Alex Wilkins, they said he's coming in tonight.
Tonight, okay. Leadership starts in the locker room, and that's where I think it's going to be good to have an old head there. Like, this is going to be Trent's third year with them under the same coach, to see what's going on with that. I think it's going to be good. Also, Potter. Is that his name? Reese Potter. He's also coming back.
People are forgetting about Hawthorne, man. We watched this kid practice. I'm telling you, you've got a star at Kentucky already. You don't even know it. I'm not saying he's going to come out and be like the perfect player right out of the gate, because, he's set for a year. But seeing him in practice, man, you add some of these pieces with these guys we already got. I think we'll be good.
I do too. I do too. Let's see here. This icon saying Trent, of course, Malachi, Williams times 2 now, Potter, Freeman, and Stokes lingering. Very interesting to see the least. And I'm going to say this. Johnny's saying Braden is legit. He really is, dude. Like,
I told you, young Tayshaun. And I know that's a bit. Somebody said, man, that's a big name but the way he played in practice reminded me of Tayshaun Prince.
When you see his demeanor, his act, and what he does, and just how he plays the game, you're going to be like, okay, I see Tayshaun. From shoulders down, that's Tayshaun. Just the size and everything. But anyways, I do a little DraftKings on the side, maybe like $5-10, whatever we got going on here.
Icon saying Hawthorne will not be. He said will be back. I thought he said will not be back. Wait now.
And so right now, Kentucky is 400 to 1 odds to win the NCAA tournament next year. And I thought, you know what? What's $5 to $10 on that right now? Because if Stokes does come, that is going to jump a lot more. And so I thought, let's just.
I use those free bets all the time. I mean,
that's you do one bet, you get $500 in free bets. Like, okay, we don't have no promo codes on that, guys, so we can't share any kind of promo code for DraftKings. Let's see here. Zoom got shooters in Noah and Williams. Those two can flat out ball on threes. And, and
that's a beautiful thing. You get a point guard that can get them the ball. It makes a world of difference. I mean, it really does. I still say we need one more point guard, though. You're going to have a back because I don't want what happened last year to happen this year. And I don't know if you heard this, Michael. It's been said that, Jalen Lowe, he indicated that there were some significant issues behind the scenes during his time in Kentucky.
He sure did.
He was going out. So I almost wonder, though, we know it starts at leadership, right? You got to have the leadership in the locker room and the coach. But I'm saying, I almost wonder if it was just a clash of some of the personalities of the players. Because on paper, this team looked like it was going to be amazing.
Until the day I die, I will think something big happened in that locker room for the players before, after, whatever you want to say, of that Louisville game. And I think it lingered the whole time. I really do. I will never be able to prove anything, but you don't come out as a head coach and say he's never seen something happen like he did before a game started. And then you just go cold on the conversation. I don't know if this documentary that they have coming out, playing different things, I haven't watched it, if it addressed anything on it. But I to my bones, I feel like something happened that we can't believe happened, and we'll never know about it.
This guy says, even with Mo Williams' kid sitting on the bench, I think he's going to be a good player. I think he really is. He's a 4-star, but I tell you, those stars, they mean nothing. I don't think
they really don't. Sorry for the dog. Since
I'm pretty sure John Hood was about Kawhi Leonard when they were coming through, as far as stars or something like that. Really? It was something crazy like that. There was a guy that played for Kentucky that did all right, but one of these big NBA stars was behind him in stars, like right behind him. And I was like, that's crazy.
Well, I always think of Josh Allen. That's who I was trying to think of. 2-star recruit coming in out of high school for Kentucky. Number 7 overall pick, I think it was. Yeah. Went to the Jaguars. So, I mean.
Right here, the key is also healthy. That's true. We gotta stay healthy. Pope's not had that luxury yet, so. And I think Icon's right. People are not going to be happy until Pope is gone. I mean, they're not. It's just simple as that.
Unless he wins. They think Donovan or whoever will come around. Donovan, a lot of people are worried about him taking the North Carolina position. So
North Carolina job's already taken.
Yeah, no, they were worried about it and thought that was it. And then that was going to be horrible for Pope if Donovan did not come to Kentucky and went to North Carolina instead. Different sport, but look at Tom Brady and how far as far as the stars and stuff, drafted like 472 or something like that. So you're right, Lawson. Stars mean nothing. I was a 1-star and ended up in the Navy playing softball. That's what I like. There you go. Speaking of softball on this, Mark, I've got myself a glove that's coming in the mail to me. I bought it from my good buddy, Dalton Cornett, with the DC3. Of course, he plays for the firefighters in the Banana League and Banana Land, Banana League, whatever. And I'm going to have to show it to you next episode when we're on next Wednesday. I think you're going to like it. It's pretty cool because you can customize your own gloves and all this stuff. And
that's pretty cool.
Legit. Yes. You're going to be like, wow, that's awesome.
Oh, here's Jared. College sports are officially garbage. No desire to watch them anymore. We are just creating greedy 18-year-olds that just want paid.
You know what?
I mean, you're not wrong. People do want paid, and it has changed the entire landscape of college sports. Mm-hmm. But it's also kind of interesting. Like, I don't know. It kind of keeps my attention when all these kids are visiting. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. It's just crazy right now. It's the Wild West out there. It's just who's going to throw the most money and who can you get. So,
yes,
money talks.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Money talks.
I don't think Jacob's going to be on tonight with us because he's still posting stuff on Twitter on things going on. There's breaking news of someone committing to. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see here. Hostra's transfer. Cruz Davis is currently on an official visit to Texas Tech and is planning a visit with Kentucky, South Carolina, and Grand Canyon. Sources are telling him. So, I mean, I understand he probably can't get on here with us because it is still highly active right now. Here he's talking about Alex Wilkins is on his way to Kentucky for his official visit today. 6'5" guard visited by Kentucky, Pope, and South Carolina over the weekend. So yeah, old dude is keeping it popping on Twitter or X, whatever you're supposed to call it nowadays. But one thing I did see that he shared, and I wanted to try to find it, and I couldn't find it in my quickness there, is that he shared a picture of Zoom back in his AAU days, I think it was. And there was a picture that he had a teammate of, and I don't know if you've seen it or not, but his teammate was Stokes. So I feel like Zoom committing, in which, Icon addressed it earlier, but I didn't get to this part of it. Zoom, and then, of course, we got Mo Williams as a coach now. I feel like Stokes is about to be the new KY Till I Die, just because it said Jasper there. People saying that he's heading to Missouri or Tennessee. I still think Alabama or even Arkansas, just to rub it in our faces for him to do good in Arkansas.
What about our big man going to Alabama?
I'm sorry.
Garrison went to Alabama.
Yeah, I wouldn't have seen that one, but
Jalen Lowe went to Georgetown. You got Aberdeen at Florida.
Yeah, Georgetown.
We're gonna see Aberdeen and Garrison. It is what it is.
Yeah. Well, if Aberdeen gets the eligibility. And what I really hope, because Mark, you and I, we really liked Jasper Johnson, really thankful that he came on the show with us once and just following him, his dad and everything, or his uncle, I think it was, or cousin that was still talking with us. I really hope he don't go to Arkansas for the fact that I'm pretty sure Arkansas has to come to Kentucky this year. And as Kentucky fans, the way we treated Travis Perry, I'm afraid what we would do in that situation too. Jimmy says Arkansas because Cal originally committed, or he committed Cal, and Garrison said Alabama is more NBA development than Kentucky is now. Ooh, that was a jab.
I mean, yeah, but I could say some things back to that, but I'm going to be nice.
Yeah, he's not going to be NBA ready. Let's just say it. He played, period. He knew it. He should have been richer, but didn't.
I wonder if Aberdeen will get that extra year. I know he's going to go back to Florida if he does, but that's still up in the air, is it not?
Yes, it's not. He's not been granted his eligibility. And I'll be honest, man, it scared me more than anything when I seen that he was transferring, for the fact that him and Clara Strack are a couple, were dating. I thought, man, are we about to lose her to wherever he goes? But she committed.
I don't know if I went out or you went out, but I couldn't hear a thing.
Okay. Well, Aberdeen and Clara Strack, they've even put on social media now it's the off season. So I thought, man, when he said that he was entering the portal, I thought, man, Clara's going to be transferring too. That would be a horrible blow. But it was like the very next day or two that Clara said she was going to be staying for her senior year at Kentucky. So thankful for that. Guys, we appreciate all these comments. I can't keep up with them. Please don't forget to do the poll in the bottom right-hand corner here.
This one.
Go ahead and read it.
Somebody on this team needs to learn how to recruit talent and keep them. It's a sad day when UK can't take a kid from BYU. The mega basketball, we're not anymore with this coaching staff. Well, I mean, we kind of been falling off for the last several years, but my thing is BYU, they have that one donor, man, that is just loaded. I mean, look, they kept DeBansto this year, and he was like the number one player in the country, and he chose BYU over Kentucky, Duke, all these other schools. So it's the money. People go where the money. I mean, and I'll be honest with you, you can't blame them. I mean, are you going to, if you're looking for a job, are you going to go somewhere? Oh yeah, I like that building, but this guy's going to pay me $1,000 more a week. I mean, where are you going to go? So I don't know.
Yeah. What I hate most is, Kentucky should be able to keep these guys it's a whole new era on this. There's no more teething.
I'm like Jimmy. I don't just want players. I don't want just players from the portal. I want to at least get a couple freshmen in. You know, we got Williams coming in, but I mean, I want Stokes. If you get a good recruit like that, that's going to help Pope. It's going to help him.
I love Jared. That energy, you know, Jared, at least you're consistent. I'll say that.
Yeah, there, he said right there, that kind of stupidity. The BYU kid came here just to get more money out of BYU, had zero intention of coming here. Please get that out of your heads. I mean, that's what Michael was talking about earlier. He thinks that it was just like a chip he was playing to get more money from BYU. So, but everybody was all up in arms about it too, trying to be like, make it more of a deal than it was. Cause they're like, oh, he's going to, because it didn't even have me question. I was like, all these people were saying he's a lock for Kentucky, 100% crystal ball for Kentucky. It just goes to show you, don't believe anything until it's officially released. Don't. Yeah. So many insiders, so many different people try to tell you things, and you don't know. So there's no point in getting up in arms about anything until it's done.
Yes, and usually 247 Sports, however you want to say it, 24/7 Sports, when they do a crystal ball, they have been in prior years pretty spot on when they do that 100%. Because, you know, we even talked when Trent was doing his commit here in Harlan County. We talked to the South Carolina 24/7 beat writer, whatever you want to call it. He said, when we put those crystals out, we pretty much have great sources telling us that they're going. Well, that's been 3 years ago. Now they can use that to get more money when you say, hey, I'm going to Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky, let's put that out, 100% crystal ball. BYU comes in. Hey, man, like I thought we had a chance here. You know, do we need to match anything? Then it changes everything. So it's
just like, okay.
Different world.
I know Trent and his family really well, know a lot of his family. And I had a pretty good idea he was coming back, but I didn't know officially. You know what I mean? Like right. I couldn't share that. Like if there's a % chance that he won't come back, I'm not going to say nothing.
You could have told me that, dude. You didn't even share that with me, you turd.
Keep things secret.
So I got on Google just to type in BYU supporters or donors or whatnot, and it breaks my heart that I've supported them, I guess. Every time my daughter goes to Lexington to have a hair appointment up there, she always brings back Crumble cookies. And apparently the CEO of Crumble Cookies is one of the big sponsors or donors for
there
BYU.
You go. My daughter's ruining us.
Yep. Thanks. But, you know, at the same time, they're great cookies. They are great cookies. There's also other ones on here. One's the last name I can't even pronounce, so I'm not even going to try to say it. But this here, please stop carrying that stupidity and nonsense and common sense. Tells you his motive. I mean, I agree, but at the same time, that's the name of the game now. Like, if I'll be honest,
I hadn't looked into a lot of people. You know what I mean? I really didn't look up Rob Wright, any of his stats, any of that. Like until they tell me they're coming. I mean, that's when I'll dig in. Don't want to get your hopes up if you don't know.
No, absolutely not. So I do say, and I think everyone's in agreement. Well, I won't say that. I think if we don't get Stokes, a lot of people are going to be very worried about Kentucky this year.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Everybody thought we were going to be amazing this year. So,
yeah. And there's another kid that's from Colorado that's supposed to be coming soon. Wears number 7 power forward. They're talking about looks just like Carr wearing number 7 as well. Plays just like him. So they're kind of excited about that guy. But,
I'll be honest. I've been slacking a bit just because it's been such a busy week. Got back to working out. Like I just don't have time. I've not been digging as deep as I usually do.
Well, I mean, it's hard to dig that deep anymore because literally everything is flying.
I did put a little bug in Trent's ear and ask him, you know, somebody told me to mention to him, maybe he should go back to his old jersey number. Ask him, I said, any chance you go back to your number 2? Because that's what he was all through high school.
Who was the person that put that in your ear?
That was you.
Oh, and you act like it was someone else. Thank you for telling him that. I hope he does go back for 2. And if he does, tell him when you talk to him, be like, hey, listen, when you go back to 2, if you do, you need to drop it with us on here. Bust out like, hey, we talked about the curtains at that time. Just open up his button up, and there it is, number 2 Kentucky, and have Noah on the back. We'd love that. Because, of course, Jasper Johnson wore number 2, so that's going to be available, I guess. I think it'd be awesome if he went back to that. And you know what? We haven't heard the Joker in a while. Like, that was his nickname, the Joker, because he wore the under shorts of Joker during high school and stuff. So, yeah, we missed the good times, man. Let's get back to number 2. Let's see here. It's back, yeah. Let's see here. Sebastian is coming. That's who it is. Still don't know how to say his last name.
Rancic.
Rancic.
It looks like Rancic.
I was going to say Rankic, but okay. Number 9 has deeper Kentucky meanings, though. Not bad.
Yeah, I understood why he chose that.
But if we don't get it, it's nothing. I mean, Trent, go back to Trent and wear number 2 and lead us to that number 9. That's what we want. But maybe Jasper wore number 2 because he was 2-step turnover. Oh, thank you, Jared. We appreciate that.
Jared
always to bring us back down.
Jared is just a ray of sunshine. Like, you could be flying up here and he's bringing it down. Like, it's every time.
He lands all planes. Good one. That was a good one. Okay, so Jared. Sometimes I think our fans may question if you actually like Kentucky sports, but we know that you do. And, you're Mr. Humble. You keep us humble on that stuff. Guys, we're at 36 minutes. Do want to give a shout out again to WTUK as we're live on their Facebook page, and we will be on their radio. So if you haven't liked their page, go do that. And also Eastern broadcast, actually, for that. We appreciate the partnership we've got with them. And, of course, as Mark said earlier, Golden Flame Hot Wings in Lexington, just past in front of the movies, Rojay Drive? Rojay Drive, ain't it? Yeah.
Rojay.
It's a wonderful, wonderful food. Obviously, we like food, and it is seriously the best wings you will ever have.
I do not know what they offered him money-wise. I don't know that anybody will ever know until
I don't know
official.
On this one.
Am I crazy and wishing we had gotten Aiden Sherrill? No, I mean, I'll take any talent.
I'm not for sure who that even is, so I apologize on that.
I tell you, it's something that's going to leave a bad taste in UK fans' mouth, though, is Louisville's getting recruits left and right now. They got the kid from Kansas, and then they got that other kid. So, like, they're loading up with some people. So it's gonna, if we land Stokes, none of that matters. But if we don't,
there is another person that I'm really watching for.
Well, Zoom was one of them I was watching for, and I'm glad we got him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. They do have the most expensive roster so far. So I'm thinking they're going to spend the most on probably 2 to 3 players, and I don't know that they're going to have much money left for anybody else. What are you looking up, Michael? It looks like your brain's a churning.
It is. I'm sorry. There's people talking about Zoom on here. I was trying to find the guy. When I first read about Zoom, I thought Pope was on a Zoom call when I first read it. But anyways, that's me. But this guy, he played in the TBT, the basketball tournament as a high schooler, was committed to Kentucky, and after Cal left, he went to Georgia, played a couple years, and he's in the portal now. I cannot think of his name. I want to say it's like Somto
Cyril?
Yes, I think he's
the big kid that played in Georgia. I wouldn't mind bringing him in, dude. I love the way he plays. He's physical. Yeah. He's mean.
He's a beast. I mean, that's all you can say. And that I'm really hoping that Pope reaches out to him. I think, given the right circumstances, he is an NBA player. So I think that would be a great guy that we could bring in here. I think he loves Big Blue Madness a little bit. Oh, he's already committed. He said he went to Miami. Okay, I hadn't seen that yet. When he committed? After what he did UK. Redemption, man. Redemption. Somto, I mean, he was recruited by Calipari. And then, of course, when he left, I mean, I get that, you know.
I wonder where Travis Perry's going to end up. Has he committed yet?
He has not.
Because I don't see him coming back to Kentucky. I really don't. But I'm saying I try to keep up with some of these guys. Like, I found it interesting that Aaron Bradshaw, when he left Kentucky, he went to Ohio State, and then now that our big man Yelovich left, he went to Ohio State. I just find that interesting.
Yeah, kind of interesting what's going on there. You wonder if sometimes they don't have these extra conversations going on that you don't get to hear about, you know? Of course, Caleb, we know you meant Vandy. We understand autocorrect, dude. But I know there's rules that they have to go by, but we also know that they're not completely 100% abiding by those.
Wilkinson transferred to Arkansas from Georgia.
Oh, Wilkinson. So not Somto then. Okay.
I thought they said Somto went to Miami. That's what they said.
Okay. Maybe so. I can't keep up with it, guys. Like, seriously, that's how fast it goes. I'm on his Twitter right now trying to see if I see anything, but I do not. No,
somebody said Alex Wilkins has 100% crystal ball to UK now. But so did Rob Wright. That's the crazy part.
Yes.
Yeah, I do. I'm like Caleb. I wonder what they offered Stokes. You know I had to be good money. Yeah, Wilkinson went to Arkansas.
Well, one thing that I thought, I'm lost on all the Wilkinsons here.
Well, we have a Wilkins visiting UK now, but Wilkins' son went to Arkansas.
Gotcha. But what I thought was interesting about Stokes too is there's rumors now that he's burning all of his Adidas stuff, which Kansas is partners with Adidas. Kentucky, of course, is partners with Nike. And apparently there was a conversation he had with a reporter that said he does not like Adidas shoes and he will only wear Nike. So I didn't realize, Kentucky can offer so much, but also Nike can jump in and offer more as well because it's an NIL deal. So Kentucky could say, hey, all we can give you, man, is $2 million, but we're partnered with Nike that you can wear with our uniforms, and they're already wanting to sign you for a shoe deal and all this stuff where it's going to happen this as long as you play for a college team that you can wear that stuff with. Oh, okay, well, yeah, Nike hit you with $6 million, but we only had to do $2 million. Granted, there's no source of that, so please don't quote me out there on that, but that is things that can happen now.
I'm kind of surprised we've not went after Momcilovic from Iowa. He's the big guy that hit the shot that took down Florida.
Okay.
Power forward. I'm shocked we've not really.
I don't know how many players are in the portal now, but how could you keep up with knowing who is actually contacting who? Like, if I'm out there, more than likely most college teams would try to, contact me, see what my interest would be, and then they, go away. So Kentucky might have reached out to him and it's like, hey, what do you think about, coming to Lexington, da-da-da-da, and he's like, I really just want to stay at West. Okay, gotcha, we're out, So all those conversations have to be happening too. Let's see here. I believe he's just holding out because he is 18 and needs time to think about his big decision. I do too. I mean, I get that. I do think, though, that before he left, that Pope had something like, hey, what is our percentage? Total portal, 1,127 committed out of 23,000 players, if I'm reading that right. That is crazy. Arizona State big man. I actually seen him. Cannot remember his name, but I thought, wow, he actually looks really good. Maybe he could talk to JQ a little bit and talk about how we are at Kentucky and follow those footsteps. I think that'd be a good guy. We need someone physical and mobile at the 5 spot, in my opinion.
You got Diop from Arizona State. He's in the portal.
Yeah, I think that's who he was talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's so many players that are still out there.
You got the big kid from Cincinnati too, Thiam. Mustafa Thiam.
There was a Butler kid that we were looking at too, but I don't think
Was it
panning
Butler or
out
St.
for us.
Mary's?
There's one from St. Mary's as well. But Butler
I thought
had
we were looking at was it Moroscus or something like that from St. Mary's?
Yes, something like that.
What about Freeman? I ain't heard much about him lately either. He was from Syracuse, but I've not heard any crystal balls for him.
Is that Donnie?
Donnie Freeman, yeah.
Okay. Well, he's supposed to be on campus very soon, if not already been.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah, because he was part of the Banner Boys. I don't know if you heard about these Banner Boys in Lexington. Have you heard about them?
Yeah.
Okay. So apparently they had one up for Wright and one up for Stokes. And Donnie apparently put out there on social media, what about one for Donnie? So within hours, they had one come home, Donnie as well. So he's definitely interacting with Big Blue Nation. So we'll see how it goes on that. So St. Mary's guy.
Yeah, they're saying Juke Harris is kind of.
Yes.
I know somebody mentioned Juke Harris earlier. I was just saying, they're saying right now he's like, it's 53% Tennessee, 46% Michigan. So
how do they come up with that percentage?
And now for John Blackwell, they got it 53% Illinois, 47% Duke.
Why not?
So I'm going to throw this out there. All the other players in the portal, they're 50-50. Come on now.
Breaking news.
Why even assign a number to that? That is crazy.
If not that, but why not even have it like a 5 or a 10 on that? Like 43? Why not just say 40 or 45%? Like, seriously?
Craziness.
So, yeah. When did the portal start?
Oh, let's see.
We've been almost a week into it.
Are you asking like what year, or are you saying when did it start this year?
No. When did it start? Because it only has a 10-day window.
Officially, I thought it was like right after the day after the national championship.
Well, might have been. I don't know, but still, like we got to be close to wrapping it up.
Day before your birthday.
Okay,
so
April 7th.
National championship. Yep.
So we've been over a week. So it's got to be getting close to wrapping up then. So there's got to be some.
If it's only 10 days, I mean, it'd have to close Friday.
Yeah. So I mean, these names got to be rolling.
But it actually closes on the 21st. It's open for 14 days, 2 weeks official.
Okay. All right. So here, Icon's referring back to the burning of the Adidas. I didn't go on to the L's down and saying my brother to Zoom. I mean, if he goes to Kansas, we would really be dumb. Yeah. So, I mean, some of the verbiage that's going out there and communicating on this, it does sound like committing to Kentucky would be the next step. I'm going to say he's 87.4% going to Kentucky. Yes, I'm being silly on that. But, yeah.
I heard Zoom is 100% predicted for Kentucky.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, we know that Jared is 100% the Debbie Downer.
Anti-everything right now. Like, yeah.
Caleb brings up this question. How do we think Mike Malone's going to do in North Carolina? I think he's going to do fine. The college sport now is NBA. It's the G League of the NBA.
And that's what these guys want. They want what's going to prep them for the NBA. Right. That's what always made people – that's what made people so drawn to Cal, because he was about prepping them for NBA.
Yeah, absolutely. I did see one that had a picture of Mike Malone on a post. I don't know if you've seen that or not, but his picture is in whatever, holding up on a pillar basically in the arena. And someone put on Twitter, said post Malone, and okay, you win today. That's for sure.
Johnny, I got your message, buddy. I saw it.
I want to get Donnie Freeman. Yes, I think that is Freeman, Zoom, and Stokes are 3 musts, in my opinion. Closes in a few days. 21st is when Icon said it, but you already addressed that. Yeah, but they don't have to commit by then. Okay, I think it closes in 10 days, but they have that window to where they have to commit. I don't know how this goes, dude. Let's be honest. Closes on the 21st. Like, we can't understand NIL and transfer portal because we don't even know how it works. Let's see here. I was hoping to get Big Center from Texas, would enter the portal, and he would get him because he is a beast and would dominate Marino. And of course he talks about Potter's the only backup. We definitely have to have another big. With Marino testing the NBA waters, which I thought was crazy that was a thing, but I mean he did have a good year. He's very versatile. We do think he's coming back. It's really crazy because what if we've got a big that would play over Marino? I mean, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that is a possibility, ain't it? Because SEC is very physical, and that's what we talked about. Malachi, I say we, Kentucky people, talked about was that Malachi wasn't as physical, and that's why we had Garrison, hoping that he could be more physical and back up on certain games when JQ was there, and it didn't pan out with that. So, I mean, there's so many options.
People are getting mad because Jared says, "Are we taking bets on how many injuries we're going to have this season yet?" And people are like, "Why would you jinx us like that?" You don't know Jared. That's just the thing. He's just a ray of sunshine.
If he was different, we would think that he's been hacked. And I do think our fans are really giving us a bad name. I really do. I think some players have been hesitant on committing or even visiting because of the way that we act. If we're bad, we talk about it. If we're good, we scream about it. But a lot of the fans that talking about it are in a small percentage. It's just they're the loudest too. So I think that's a little bit of the problem. Taylor's saying that he thinks he will that Garrison will average a double-double at Alabama. I'll be honest with you. If that was a DraftKings bet, I would bet the under on that because he's going to get more technicals than points. That's far-fetched. I don't really mean that. Calm down. But, I mean, he's a walking technical, and he's no Rasheed Wallace. So you can't get all those technicals and expect that you're still going to be playing. Let's call it what it is. Yeah. If we get a big man, they will want to play. Will want to play a lot. Yes. That's why I think Santo could be the guy because he's got the physicality. He's from the SEC, and he wasn't starting all the time because he did have a breakdown, they said, and got a few technicals and stuff like that. But so I think he's got this, off the bench role. Hit the thumbs up. Let's get Kentucky's channel all the views we can. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hit those thumbs up. Turn on that notification. But most importantly, subscribe to your YouTube channel because we're on the road to 500.
Man, we trying to get there. We moving on up like George and Wheezy.
Gotcha. Thank goodness it was a joke. Double with the time on the Jared, of course. We love you, Jared. Garrison has Boogie's attitude. Not good. Garrison, everybody's on the Garrison bandwagon now. I think is a walking technical, but he's also 100% fit in the Bama. I mean, here's another one that Santo committed to Miami. I haven't seen that. Then Jasper committing to Bama. I think that could be a possibility since Garrison's there, a little, brother with you from another team, understanding the relationship that they could have there. But I think that
Did you see Carter Knox went to Louisville?
I did not. That's crazy.
Yes, sir.
That almost upsets me too because that's
Kevin Knox
brother, right? That played at Kentucky and goes to Louisville.
Yeah.
But anyways, Garrison has Boogie's attitude. Someone said that already. Oh wait, Boogie's attitude, but not the talent. We need Boogie Cousins. I like that. We do need a center that's like that. And I hate to say it, but a Joakim Noah, high energy, wants the fans to hate him, but yet can back it up.
Jared,
come on now. That's pushing it. He thinks that EKU should offer Jasper. He'd be a great fit there.
Oh,
Jasper Johnson's really good. See, Jared, you're the comments like this on what gives Kentucky fans a bad name, but you also are true to who you are. Johnny calling out, please go subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate that, Johnny. You are awesome.
I see somebody saying, yeah, I've heard he's leaning Tennessee.
but another closer SEC. Tennessee.
I've heard Tennessee.
Well, now that you say that, here's one said, or here he says Vandy or Tennessee one. So then here's someone says that KSR didn't say that. They said that Georgia was also in the mix.
Oh,
listen. Oh, yes, they did. We got an argument going on here. Listen, Jasper Johnson has the talent, and these coaches can see it. The fans didn't get to see the practice and stuff like that to see what he can actually do. Jasper Johnson, if he stays in the college level for a junior, senior year, everyone's going to know that name. I'm telling you, he is going to be that good, and he's going to be in the NBA. The dude was a shooting guard that got moved to point guard, who played in a league that only cared about scoring, comes to a college-level team that was focusing on defense that he didn't play for a year and trying to learn a new position. Everyone would fail at that. So I'm telling you, Jasper Johnson will be a top 50 pick in the NBA before it's all said and done. That's it. I would rather have Jasper than BG, absolutely. In the Zoom announcement, I'm not for sure what that was on there. Let's see here. Said a close SEC team, but not Bama or Arkansas. I mean, Mississippi State would be interesting. Just throwing one random out there. What other guards are we going after? Are we looking for other centers? We have to be looking for other people.
Somebody said we've even been targeting the kid from Colgate, Jalen Cox.
Okay. I remember hearing about a Colgate, but not who.
He's looking for basically high-scoring guys because that's the thing. Our offense went stagnant some. I heard that we've even kind of been recruiting Eric Reeby from UConn. So
that Hubbard guy, Caleb, you're right. Hubbard just went silent. Like it was supposed to be a done thing that we were all in for him, and then nothing really was talked about it anymore. But yeah, guys, let's just be honest. Go ahead.
Did he ever commit anywhere? Did Hubbard ever commit?
That's the thing. There's so many players and so many fake accounts and stuff that are sharing things. I don't even know what's real. Because, I mean, I've looked on Santo's page, and we've had 2 or 3 people say that he's committed to Miami. It's not on his Twitter page. So, I mean, I think he's on Instagram too. So, you're probably right. I'm sure you're telling the truth. But I haven't seen it. Maybe it's on a website that I haven't visited yet. See here. Hubbard wants too much money. I think he will end up staying put. Offense, question mark, of course. What offense, Mark? We didn't have one in the past year.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we're going after high offensive players.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, let me get on Instagram to see Tomto.
And you were mentioning the Butler kid. That's Bizjack. That's the other guy they were looking at.
Yes. Okay, yes. It is official. He has committed to Miami. Thank you. Told you guys. I knew it. I knew
that was Hubbard?
No, that was Santo.
Yeah.
Let's see here, Sam. Defense. That don't mean he signed there yet. Indiana is flat out getting guys also. Indiana spent the most money on their roster last year and still didn't even make the NCAA tournament. So people who talk about our 20 whatever million, hush, because we did not pay the most. So get that out of your mouth.
I think it'd be kind of cool, though, if we did get that center from UConn to come to Kentucky because we got the women's the big down low for the women from UConn to come to Kentucky. So
there's a highlight where she's dunking. Well, she did one dunk, and it wasn't completely clean, but I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I wish I could dunk.
Me too.
Guys, we've not even mentioned football, and we're that's what I was gonna say. We're out here at 10 o'clock. We've not even mentioned football. I'm excited about football season. We've got our name in there to go after some other big targets. He's already getting commitments, some from big, some of the big targets out there. So I'm
got
pretty
the number
pumped.
2 quarterback in high school committed for next year. That's crazy. Of course, they did also talk about, I heard, where Drew Barker was up in that level as well. I think he was number 5 with QBs, and that didn't pan out well. But still, the number 2 quarterback committed to Kentucky football. That's pretty awesome. Of course, they're having their spring game this Saturday, the 18th. If you guys get a chance to go out there and participate in being the fans and get to watch, that would be awesome.
I'll tell you another interesting fact too, Michael. One player that committed to Miami that you will remember is Caden Lewis, going from Villanova to Miami.
Yes, of course, he was committed to Kentucky until Polk got there, right?
Yeah, he was coming.
Yeah. So I kind of figured JQ would stay and make things right because draft stock is fell on tongue. He's committed to going to the NBA. Recently, I think yesterday, what I think the holdup was on that, at least for you, TaylorMade, is they were talking that he couldn't pass a physical. So I don't know what went on there. He has to have the okay or the right to say, hey, I can do this, so let's go with it. Otherwise, I really thought he may come back too. It definitely dropped. What team would want to take a guy that gives up on a team? I wouldn't say – that's Jared. I should have known who commented that. I wouldn't say he gives up. Kentucky, let's just be honest. They lower the go 2 foot for women. Or they need to lower the go. I don't think so. Lucas could be the next coach if Pope don't work out. Caleb, you're getting way too far ahead of yourself. Let's not talk about replacing the Pope just yet. But this isn't a deal or no deal year for him, for sure. All right. We do have a guest coming on next week. It has been confirmed. Everything should go on that. We know Slacks has us for that, but we will be having a football player on. So we will be changing over to football for next week. While we, of course, will be talking a lot of the transfer portals, what's going to continue to go on that. So do look forward for our next episode when we're going to have CJ on here. And, of course, don't want to go too much further in that. We'll get him on here and have some good conversations with us. Guys, please share, subscribe, do that whole 9 yards of all that stuff that you always do for us. WTUK, we're thankful for our partnership with you. Golden Flames Wings in Lexington, we love your food so much that you wouldn't even have to pay us anything and we would promote you. So with that being said, Mark, where can everyone find you at?
You can find me at DJ Mark Lawson on Twitter and, well, I guess it's X and Instagram, and you can find me on Facebook at Mark Lawson. You can find me on WTUK for the game of the week, each week for some baseball or softball.
Hey, that sounds good. You can find me MD Lawson00 on all social media platforms, and actually I think I'm going to be doing a MNC Hoops show either tomorrow or Friday, and of course that's my NBA show we haven't done in months, but it's about to be the NBA playoffs, so we're going to try to do a couple episodes with that and get that going again. And as always, go to youtube.com/@CatsChatPod and subscribe. Can't say that enough. We need just a few more to get to that 500. We're so excited about that. Big opportunities for us if that happens. And again, if you guys are interested in promoting or buying an ad from WTUK to be on here, we will be doing ad reads, possibly like a commercial, like we even said on that.
Caleb's telling us to get Cash again.
Hey, Cash was a lot of fun. It's hard.
It'd be hard to stay within an hour though, because we like to talk.
Yeah. Jared said he beat Mike at NCAA football. I don't remember playing you, Jared. All I remember is the Minnow League. But anyways, now that we've said where you can find us all, we're over an hour, so we got to wrap this up big time. Out of every fact and source that we told you today, some may be true, some may be a lie. But the most important thing that I'm going to tell you right here is 100% facts. If you want to have a great life, there's 3 simple rules that you can live by and be joyful for the rest of your life. And number 1 is love God. Number 2, love others. And number 3, love Kentucky sports.
God bless.